Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Sorry about that Sims grouchy face there. So funny. Anyways, I'm going to go back into editing that. You know how I've been rebuilding a house? Yeah, well, I'm going to be going on doing that right now. So, I'm back here in the house where I first built, and the music won't stop. Far out, this is hard. Because I'm gonna put music behind this and I don't need this. I'm gonna do something. So I'm going to continue building this house. So I've seen it since, what is this gap? We need to fix this. Well, I need to fix it, and you're gonna see watching me do it. So we finally have this part done. We also need to have a door right here. I've always had the trouble to getting this right. I think I'll be able to add a door right now. I'm not sure if it will work yet. I'll lean on the other side so you can hear me. So we've got the door that I needed to get, and it's right here. Let me change the wall. Wait. Oh my goodness gracious. Get up, you. So it kind of bugs me when I try to change the walls and it disappears, and like what it did then. It kind of bothers me, but we'll move on because I have other things to do right now, because I didn't start filming just to tell off this. So I covered the outside of the house with, hate when this happens. So I finally covered the outside of the house with the rock and stone. I'll show you which one I chose. So I went into here, and this was the one I chose, Similine 10. So I'm not sure how I'm going to fix this. You see, so right now I have to find out a way You know what, I'm gonna just leave this because it looks quite good, and if I change anything more up that doesn't make any sense, then it will just ruin my piece of art right here. This is a piece of art, you know? It wasn't easy to do, but it's certainly not the trickiest once I know what I'm doing. So usually when I'm building a house just from scratch, then I know what I'm doing. But if I'm building a house trying to copy something, then it's quite really hard. So I'm just gonna add the paints because no Sims like to have paintless walls. I mean, it is something they just don't like. So I finally got everything painted. Nearly. Now I'm done. You see, in this living room, it looks great. But if you're walking at night time and you have a sim with the whatever it's called trait where they freak out over things, I'm not sure what that trait was called, but what was it called? If I knew what it was, I'd show you. But anyway, I know one of my Sims has it. I have lots of Sims, so I won't say which ones. Okay, we just need to go into, I just keep forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, we need to add some lights because it is very dark. So I'm going to choose something that I think will work off the light. So we definitely need one out here, one here, one here, one in the kitchen, one over here, and one over here. So this was a very bright house, I remember that. And because I'm trying to recreate it, I'm trying to do everything which the house used to have. Excuse my voice is dusty because it's been quite sore over the past 2 or 3 days. So you know what, I think I know what I've just did wrong here. So right now I'm just going to fix this. So I'm just going to go over this. So I haven't got the create room tab, I've only got the create wall tab and I didn't realize that. So I'm going to knock down this wall, this one right here. Oh, so that's what I did wrong. So this wall was here and it left me no room to put the dining room table. So now it is really good that I've done this. I'm really proud that I've done that. We've still got a long way to go. It might take a lot of videos to get this done, but the main thing is, as long as I'm getting somewhere, that's all that matters, I think. And as soon as I finish this, I'm going to save it when I do the ending part, because sometimes my sim game crashes and I lose all my progress throughout the game. So before I lose everything, which I've done right now, so my harsh points right now, but just gonna color this. I have to keep dragging it around because you can't actually see where I am. So basically, if I'm trying to go in the dining room, I can see it off camera when I lean, but since I'm filming, I have to have it differently. So I'm going to go into buy mode because that is the, wait, I went into build mode. Sometimes I lose track of what I'm doing. So I'm going to find, okay, we've done that. We just need to drag this around. Silly tile. Go away, you. I'm talking to the floor. I just talked to random objects. I'm serious. I just talked to random objects. Get away, you. So, it looks really good. I don't think these were the chairs that they used. I'm gonna try find them though. I want to try copy exactly how it used to look. Let me try find the correct ones and then I can use them. I know what the ones were. I know what I'm gonna do. So we don't really want wooden table and chairs in a wooden flooring room. Tile or concrete, but it's a bit different because it just doesn't go. You know what I mean here? So I'm just gonna change the table up because as I said, I want to try recreate the house. I said that in about all the episodes of my rebuilding thing. See, sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Sometimes I get really forgetful. Like I went into build mode when I was meant to stay in buy mode. Okay. Moving on. I'm going to find the chair. I know I've said that, but I'm going to use some chairs. I think this was the chairs that they used. If not, it doesn't entirely matter because it's only trying to recreate it. I'm not actually copying the exact thing. Well, although I am trying to, but it's definitely not easy to do. What is that? That thing needs to go. So I'm just going to go into... Wait, I can't move that. I hope that I can... Dang it. I picked that stupid thing up and it's just right there in the middle of the floor. If Sims were trying to get past, they'd be quite bothered because they can't get through it. So, I remember right here, like right here, there was a wall covering the, my voice is going really dusty again, and it was right there, and I'm gonna color the wall because I'm kidding you guys. This is the old way to do it. No one wants the old lame way to paint houses, especially when you've come click on this video to see how I do stuff. So I think I'm pretty much done downstairs. That is really great news. The only problem is I just need to add one more light. Right here, and now I'm finished. I'm just going to have a quick view around the house just to make sure I've done everything before I move on. So we're not quite finished yet because I still need to add some doors right here and here. I'm talking quite loud so you can hear me. Silly thing. So I can't intersect that. What a shame. Okay. So that wasn't quite working. Plus that wasn't exactly the doors I wanted. So this is what chefs would have. And this is a kitchen, right? So I'm going to use these chef doors. But the only problem with doing that is these doors won't fit in. I wonder if it's the light that was causing us trouble. So I'm going to click on it and move it around. I don't want the lights to intersect with each other because that would be quite bad. So this looks this looks really good, except we've always got one problem. This fridge or refrigerator, whatever you want to call it, is sitting in front. Now that looks way better. You're probably thinking, why is there a laundry in the middle of the kitchen? Well, I don't know. I wasn't the one who designed this house. I'm just copying what they did. I changed it up a bit just to make it look a bit more modern. Just to make it look not so vintage and have silly walls. I mean, the walls weren't silly, but a lot of them, I remember there was like patterned walls, for instance. So I'll just do something just to show you. Say for instance, there was something like this, right? And it covered like pretty much 3/4 of the wall here. And then they choose a different pattern. It really doesn't make any sense, which is why I'm going to show you. We just grab something random and just put it there. You see, that's what they did when they were building this house. And I'm just like, that's why it had to change because it really didn't look good. And I was still kind of new to the game. I barely had it for very long and I didn't really know how to download custom content and mods back then. If I did know, then all the Sims that I played with back then when Carla was a child, well she's old and dead now, but when she was a child, I remember there was a swimming pool out here, changing the subject. I'm not going to quite do the backyard yet because when I've finished the house, once I'm finished doing the house, which is going to be a mission complete, I'm then going to, wait, I just noticed a disaster here. See, they barely have any room to walk. I'm going to fix this disgrace. So it's looking way better now, if you know what I mean. We just need to get rid of these stairs because I need to get through here and add some flooring. I'm just going to delete this because I don't need it. Now I'm going to finish up with the stairs because the first thing your Sims need is staircases to get it here. Otherwise, if there was no staircase, how would they get onto the platform? Like, they're not like swimmers getting out of the pool. They're like Sims. They can't climb up there. Especially if they're carrying a little toddler with them. There would be no possible way to get up there with the toddler if there's no stairs. So, one more thing I still need to do. I clicked on the wrong thing. I need to add some doors. Now, right here, or not exactly here, but around here was where the doors were. I'm going to click the door and add it. I might grab big doors because it's kind of a big house. It's not a mansion, but it's definitely not small. The house I rebuilt was like, it was about, let me count. 1, 2, 3, about 4 layers of house. That's how big this house was when I built it. Because I had lots of Sims in it and I needed enough beds and rooms to fit them all in. So this is looking really good. Now I'm just going to have a quick view of the house. And when I finish the entire house, I'm going to do a Sims house tour. So this is really good. There's no more problems. I'm really proud about that. Now I can go on to the next story. Now, the first thing we need to get is carpet. Because how else will the Sims be able to walk if there was no carpet? That would be no good. So I'm going to cover up the entire room in carpet. So it's got to be good having carpet right where this is because that means to have a bit of shelter out here. I'm going to now add the walls. Cannot intersect objects. Damn, you cannot intersect objects. It's kind of funny because the way I sound when I said that. Now, I'm just going to add some, I can't add some lighting yet because I haven't got any roofs yet. So I might add the roof and then I'm going to do the inside. So I'm going to enable auto roof so they just do the auto roof themselves. So far this is looking almost just like the old house that I knocked down. I had to knock it down because it was quite haunted. It was like one of the most haunted mansions in Twinbrook. I said Twinbrook because this is Twinbrook. Where this is. I'm just doing the old way of covering walls around here. So I think I'm pretty much at the end of the video for now. I've still got a long way to go, but at least I'm pretty much finished almost of the house. I've done the roofs, I've done the walls. I've still got to do the inside of the walls yet. The great thing is that the downstairs is finished and I still need to go onto the upstairs. I'm going to do that in next video. So thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe and like this video if you really enjoyed it, and see you next episode. Dang it, I need to go back to edit town.